confident that you can score from that bottom position. There are 3 rules that I teach for bottom wrestling. 3 principles that you have to score from bottom. 1 is hand control, 1 is distance between your hips and his, and the 3rd is motion. Okay, so I'm going to control his hands, and when I say hand control, I don't necessarily mean that I have to have a hold of his hands. Okay, if his hands are where I want them, then I have hand control. So Carter's behind me, and I get his hands here, I feel like I've got hand control. I'm controlling where his hands are and where they aren't. Okay, he feels good here. I peel this one down and get that. I feel like I've got control of his hands now because they're where I want them to be. Okay, so when I say hand control, I don't necessarily mean that you've got to have a hold of his hands. Okay, you put them where you want them, then that's controlling his hands. Distance between his hips and mine, pretty simple. I'm going to have to get some separation between our hips for me to score, and motion probably goes without saying. Of course, if I never move from this position, I'm not going to score. So hand control, distance between our hips, and motion. The rest, from wrestling on bottom, is attitude. That's the best way I can put it. I can only coach so much bottom, because so much of it's attitude. If I can determine that he's not going to hold me down, and I get hand control, separation between our hips, and I keep motion, then there's no way he should be able to hold me down. And to kind of put that in perspective, something that we all understand, if I'm holding him underwater, okay, if I dunk him at the pool and hold him underwater, you think he's going to find a way out? That's bottom wrestling. All right? And I can hold him underwater, even though my arms are 3 times the size of his, he's still going to find a way out. Okay? That's the way bottom wrestling is. Most of it's attitude. You just got to remember hand control, distance between your hips and his, and some motion. The rest is attitude. Okay? So make sure when you choose bottom, you're confident that you're going to score from that position. Otherwise, choose a position that you're going to score from. I think a lot of people choose bottom just because that's what everybody else is doing. Make sure when you pick bottom, you're confident you're going to score from there. When you're on bottom, hand control, separation between the hips, and motion. The rest is attitude. All right? This is the one position that I want to be in. Okay? I choose bottom so I can get 1 escape or a 2 reversal, so I don't have to be on bottom anymore. And that should be your philosophy too. It's the one position that we often choose, but we don't want to be in very long. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm just going to go through a couple of different little things, but remember, anything that combines hand control, distance between your hips, and motion is going to be fine as long as you have the right attitude. Okay, so on our stand-ups, I prefer an inside leg stand-up. It's just my preference. Some people prefer an outside leg stand-up. I don't care. Whatever you like to do, I'm not picky about which leg you come up with. Okay. Remember our principles of hand control, distance between our hips, and motion, and I want to seal him off. So I like to put my laces flat. I think I can explode up a little bit more. And I want all my weight on my center of gravity right here so I can explode up. Okay, so I've got very little weight on my hands. My back's a little bit arched. He gets on. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come elbows in, and whichever leg you choose to come up with, get it up. Right? And this is a race to get my back straight. Okay? He rides me good right here. If my back is straight, he doesn't ride me very well. Okay? So I'm going to come up with, I prefer my inside leg, but it really doesn't matter. Come up, elbows in, back straight. Okay? Right here, I've got hand control. There's some separation between our hips. I should be out if I get to this position right here. I feel very confident right here that I can score if I can get to right here. Okay? So elbows in, I want to seal him off. He wants to be underneath my elbows. Let me get underneath my elbows. He wants to be underneath. I want him over top. Okay, I want him over. So, first thing I'm going to do, elbows in. I'm going to fight a hand that he's already starting underneath. And I'm going to get my back straight. Right here. Now everything is straight back. Okay? My pressure is straight back into it. Alright? When I push into him, what's he probably going to do? Push back. It's going to push us both straight up. So I push back. Get to my feet. Good wide base. I've got his hand where I want it. This hand's over. It's where I want it. This hand's down and away. It's where I want it. Now I'll just cut through and face it. Okay? If you like coming up with your outside leg, I'm cool with that too. But everything's the same. Okay? Coming up with this leg, right here, and everything here is straight back into it. Okay? So, whichever leg you choose to come up with, here's where I want to start from. If I get to right here, I feel pretty comfortable. Alright, then I'm going to push back into him, drive off this foot, push back into him. He's going to push into me. We're going to go straight up. Now I've got his hands clear. Cut through, and then don't, be ready to attack once you get your escape. Alright? It's no different if you come up with your outside leg. I do it the same way. Some people, instead of, I always come up with the inside leg. Okay, so if Carter lines up on the other side of me, I'm coming up on this leg. Right, some people like to always come up with their right leg. It doesn't matter to me. Whichever side he's on, you can come up with your favorite leg if you like. But just remember, back straight, elbows in, get some back pressure. Okay. All right. So it's a simple stand up. You've all learned it before now, I'm sure. When you stand up, when you stand up, I want you to come straight up. Okay. And I don't want you to come up this way. All right, remember it's a race to get our back straight. So what we'll do sometimes is I'll stand right here, right? Carter gets on top of me. I should not touch Trevor on my stand-up. Okay? If I'm coming straight up, I shouldn't touch him. Okay? If you're having trouble getting to your feet, try that. Just have somebody stand right in front of you. If you're constantly getting your both hands on the mat, then you're probably standing up like this and he's just running forward. Okay? So, elbows in, back straight, get a leg up, push back into him, fight hands, attitude. That's all it is. Okay? One more time, I don't care if you want to come up with your outside leg, that's fine too. The principles are the same. Elbows in, back straight, get pressure into it. And then be ready to attack once you get your one. Okay, any questions there? I know all of you have a stand-up that you like to do. Give this one a try. If you don't like it, tomorrow you go back to the way you want to do it. Good enough? All right, let's find a partner and try it. 3, 2, 1.